Welcome to Muscle Maintenance with In Shape Fitness. I'm Kim Watkins. I'm your trainer. This week's workout is going to start with today's session, a fairly simple beginner level workout. Go ahead and stand up. The first move that we're going to do today as a warm-up move, and that we'll be doing all week, is simply called a standing swim. So I want you to stand up straight for me. Get your shoulders back. Make sure that your tailbone is tucked in and abs are engaged. Your legs are really strong, connecting with your floor in your bare feet on all four corners. You've isometrically contracted all of the muscles in your glutes, your legs. You are ready to be kind of like a standing mermaid. You're just going to swim freestyle with your arms, keeping those abs zipped up and really engaged. Forward and back, alternating your arm swing forward with the right hand, forward with the left hand. This is just a general freestyle swim. You've got about 15 seconds left. And we're warming up the shoulders, warming up the back, warming up the chest muscles a little bit. And because you're isometrically contracting all of the muscles, look, I'm in New York City, of course. There's a major jet flying over my apartment building. Oh my goodness. That's quite an eye-opener for the morning. Okay. Yeah, so you're just warming up everything. Okay, now you're going to warm up a little bit of the lower body here. So swing your arms forward and back. This is called a toy soldier. You're just going to, in place, lift your right leg up, just keeping it straight, keeping your foot flexed like a toy soldier, and then lowering it back down and lifting your leg up. By keeping the leg straight like a toy soldier, because the toy soldier can't bend his knees, you're going to activate and really get those hamstrings involved in the workout as well. And that's fantastic because a lot of us have weak and tight hamstrings from sitting most of the day, and that's no good. Okay, now we're going to do 2 sets of this workout that will involve 6 moves. Each day this week they're going to progress to more advanced moves a little bit each day. The first move is going to be a balance and sort of a stability move. It's called a modified frog stand, and all you're going to do is you're going to stand up tall. Your feet are touching together still, like they were with the standing swim. You're going to bend over, put your hands on the floor. Now lower your butt down as far as you can. Now lift your butt up, and now lift your hands back up and stand all the way back up. Okay, let's do that again. Bend it, hinging at your hips. Lower your body until your hands are on the floor. Bend your knees if you need to a little bit. Now bend your knees all the way so that your butt goes down into the frog position. Now lift your butt back up, and now bring your hands off the floor and stand up straight. One more time. Hinge at your hips, keep your back straight, your abs are engaged. Hinging, lowering your body, bending over rather, putting your hands on the floor, lower your butt into the frog squat. Now lift your butt back up, then lift your hands up and stand up straight. Okay, from here we're going into some bunny hops. A little bit of plyometric movement here where we're going to, movement we're going to be doing here to just get your heart rate back up and activate all the neurotransmitters that exist in your feet that send signals all the way up your body. So it's really great. Okay, so if you're not hopping yet, go ahead and start doing so now. You've got a slight bend in your knee. You have your hands on your hips. You're only lifting up a couple of inches, maybe 2 or 3 inches. It's really not a significantly impactful exercise, and you've got about 10 more seconds. But it really does activate those transmitters, and the plyometric sort of basis is to give that little bit of an impact to build skeletal tissue and make sure that your heart rate stays up. It's really fantastic for the body, regardless of your size or aerobic conditioning. Of course, it's only for 30 seconds and you're already done. Okay, lie down on your right side. We're going to do a little bit of work with the left leg. I want your legs to be totally straight, feet flexed. You're in one long line. Now for 15 seconds, you're going to lift the left leg up slowly and lower it back down. Lift up and lower it back down. Remember to keep your ankle, the heel and ankle, and your toes in a horizontal line. You don't want your toes to turn up, right? You want to use the side of the leg. When your toe turns up, you use the quad. All right, now you're up at the top. Hold your leg up at the tippy top. Now point your toe. Little circles for 5 seconds. And reverse. Now flip your body over. Let's do the same thing with the right side. Very good. Okay, flex your foot first. You're lying on your left side, which means you're moving your right leg up and back down and up, back down. Remember, don't let that toe turn up. If you turn your toe up, you're working the thigh. We don't want to work the thigh. We want to work the side of the leg and the butt. So keep your toe flat. And now lift up all the way as high as it can go, but without turning your toe up, but point your toe now. Make little circles. Awesome, and reverse. Okay, now you're on your left side. We're gonna do a side plank. So brace your elbow underneath your shoulder with your full arm sort of sticking out from your body, and lift your hips up into a side plank for 10 seconds. Just 10. All right, breathe. Your hips are a good 12 inches off the floor. You've got 3 seconds. 2, 1, let's turn you over and do a side plank on the other side. Again, your elbow is directly underneath your shoulder. You're going to get to do this again, so don't worry if you only were up there, and stationary for a couple seconds. Not a big deal. Go ahead and let's go for 10 seconds on this other side, on your right side. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, working those side abs, forcing the right side of the body to absorb the pressure and the weight of the entire body. Okay, now down on the floor, return onto your back, place your feet on the floor with your knees bent, about 12 or 14 inches or so away from your butt. Your toes don't turn out, hands down by your sides, palms down. Take a deep breath in, exhale, lift up. All the way up. This is a hip bridge, standard hip bridge. We're just holding it for 20 seconds. And set 2, we'll hold it for 30 seconds. So hang in there for another 10 seconds now. Working the hips. You're supporting your entire, the lower part of your entire body weight through those hip flexors, which are small muscles that connect from the abdomen area down to the thigh and really, really function in the ability for you to move your body forward and back and side to side and everything. And again, like with your hamstrings, because you sit all day, the hip flexors are always flexed, which means they weaken and get tight and everything. So, okay, now you're still on your back, your knees, you lower your butt down to the floor, put your hands behind your head though. We do this dead bug crunch, and then we'll stand up and do another set. All right, with the dead bug crunch, you're going to lift your head and shoulders with your elbows coming up to meet your knees, which are coming up by lifting your feet off the floor and back. And squeeze, lift up and back. Let's do 2 more. Make sure you're squeezing those abs too. So with the series of crunches that we're going to do this week, we're going to focus on the front abs, but also the top and the bottom part. So you're always going to be moving your legs and the top part of your torso, your head and shoulders. Go ahead and stand up for me. Let's do a second set. We're going to do that modified frog stand again. All right, so stand up straight, get your abs engaged, your back is straight, bend over, hinging at your hips, put your hands on the floor, squat down. Now bring your butt up and lift your body up, hands off the floor, but don't push off with your hands. Really lift with your hips and your glutes. All right, let's do that again. Squat, put your hands rather on the floor, swan diving down, lower your butt. Now lift your butt up, push your hands off the floor and stand all the way up, but don't push your hands off the floor. Again, use the strength of your butt and your hips to get your body up. Do 1 more for me, and we're gonna go to the hops. Very good. Okay, now we're hopping. Bunny hops. If you're really aerobic and you would like to make the bunny hop a little more aerobic, you can hop a little higher, you can hop in a twist. We're going to do a couple of variations as the week progresses until Friday, when we're going to get to some pretty crazy high jumping. You'll always have the option to take it down a notch if you need to as well, but you've got a few more seconds of hopping. Again, the impact component of the workout really means that you're working some of the plyometric stuff that factors into your exercise life. Activating neurotransmitters in your legs that send signals up and wake up the body, that helps with your metabolism. It stimulates bone tissue growth by having some plyometric impact moves in your workouts. All good stuff. Okay, you're back on the floor now. Lateral leg lifts again. You're on your left side. Actually, yeah, we had started on the left side, working the right leg, I think. Either way. Straight leg first. Knee or leg is flexed. Legs are straight, but the foot is flexed. And you're lifting up, lowering back down, making sure that the toe does not turn up. Awesome. I hope you had a really great weekend. It's Monday, the start of a new week, the last week of September. It's just amazing that the year is so feverishly moving in a fast pace. And here we are, coming up on October, starting next week. I think next Monday is October 1st. It's crazy. Okay, turn yourself over. Let's do the leg lifts on the other side. And make sure your foot is flexed. Make sure that you're moving slowly. Control that movement, especially up at the top when you switch directions from the very top moving down. That smooth motion that you control is a function. It's in terms of making sure that you're sculpting the muscle the right way. When you let gravity and momentum help you out, then you're not really achieving the desired result as quickly. Okay, now we're going to do a side plank. 15 seconds. Lifting up. Lift those hips up off the floor. Make sure that your shoulder and elbow are in line. You breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. You've got 10 seconds left. Hang in there. We're taking a long time here. I apologize. I'm rambling on a Monday morning. I know you're excited to get to the office, and this is really just a great way to start your day, but I don't want you to be here for an extended period of time. So we're almost finished. Flip over to the other side for the side plank. Very good. And a few more seconds on this left side. Or right side. Actually, I think we started with the right side with the lateral leg lifts. So you should, whatever side you're on, it's the opposite side of the side you were just on. It's Monday. I have a hangover from the weekend, clearly. And we are now on your back. You are doing the hip bridge. So get your hands down by your sides. Make sure your feet are planted on the floor. Toes are not turning out, but rather are straight and in line with your heels. Lift your hips up and lower back down. Now lift up and hold it. All right, 20 seconds in the hold. Just breathe. Just focus on making sure that the hips are absorbing the weight of your entire lower body. Press your toes into your floor or into the ground, wherever you are. Pressing the toes into the ground. Make sure that the back of the leg is absorbing the weight, that sort of distributing the weight the right way throughout the foot. When your foot's basically the weight is on your heel, the front of the leg is absorbing more of your weight. But if you press into the ground with your toes, you can feel the back of the leg engage. Okay, now let's do that dead bug crunch, and you'll be done. Dead bug crunch, rather. Hands behind your head, elbows to knees, and back. This is going to be a fun series. So we're going to do the same 2 warm-up moves all week. We're going to do some version of the frog squat, a little hopping, some lateral leg extensions. We're going to do planks using the side of the abdominal cavity. We're going to work the hips this week and glutes with the hip bridge, and crunches that involve both the top part and the bottom part of the leg. The abs. And now my phone's ringing. It's mayhem here at InShape Fitness. Have a wonderful morning. It's Kim Watkins from InShape Fitness. Please visit our website, inshape-fitness.com, if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.